ones, JMP back here with another video. This time I'll be comparing the BARC speeders that LEGO has been releasing throughout the years. Be comparing their sizes, how accurate they are, and everything else that is relevant, of course. As always, guys, subscribe to check out more content and be up to date with the latest content as well. Alright guys, let's get on to it. So this year with the 501st Battle Pack, LEGO released the latest BARC speeder here, which to me is a really great design, really good looking, very accurate to the in-universe thing. The main issue with it, in my opinion, is it's too oversized, of course. It's too big, which kills it for me, but then again, it's a really nice design anyways. It's really good. Let me just get a minifigure to compare these sizes. Alright, so I got my trustworthy 501st Trooper here. Of course, this came with a set, but as you can see, it's too big. It's just too big in my opinion for the normal regular clone trooper. It's definitely not minifigure scale. But then again, LEGO does definitely need to take some shortcomings here because they have to make this a playable set. Obviously, they would make a small BARC speeder, would definitely be a lot harder for kids to play around with it. But that's this is the new one. But back in 2011, when we got the Clone Troopers Battle Pack, we got this new BARC speeder design, which to me was perfect. The size of it, in my opinion, as you can see, it's very size accurate. Clone Trooper is just perfectly scaled with it. As you can see, I won't sit him there, but you can just take a look. This BARC speeder to me is the perfect size. Obviously, the main issue with this one is that the details on it may not be that accurate. There's obviously a lot of missing details, but for the scale of it, to me, it's really good. It's a great balance between accurate scale and detail, which to me is just fine. Obviously, obviously there are a lot of great mocks out there which are more accurate than this one, but this official LEGO BARC speeder here, to me, it's very nice. And comparing it with the new one, as you can see, this one is definitely a lot longer here, the new one. You just get it, focus there. The new one is definitely a lot longer. Regards to width, it's the same width in my opinion, but it's definitely a lot more longer and less detailed. But where we started to get revolutionary, where LEGO started to get a bit more revolutionary with the BARC speeders, was in 2013 when they released this bad boy here. The BARC speeder with sidecar. Of course, this set is most famous because it included the first Phase 2 Captain Rex. But back in the day when this set came out, again, it was also a revolutionary BARC speeder design, much bigger than the original BARC speeder of 2011. So you can see it's definitely much longer, and detail-wise, it really isn't that much more detailed than that other BARC speeder. Obviously, the design of it, the shape of it was more accurate. We got this front part here, which was more accurate looking. The cannons as well here were a lot nicer, and the stickers on this obviously made it more detailed and much nicer looking. The handle obviously here is a bit inaccurate, but then again, it's good enough, right? And of course we got the sidecar, but the sidecar is definitely a side build thing here. I mean, this shouldn't be counted as part of the BARC speeder, or this BARC speeder at least. This set is a bit dirty. I should definitely clean it. It's a bit old, of course. But removing the sidecar here, it's definitely a nice BARC speeder. But again, it suffered from the same issue that the new one suffers from. It's too oversized. It's too big in my opinion. And comparing both the new one and this one from 2013, you can see they're pretty much the same size. They're exactly the same length and width, of course, and even the stickers are quite similar here. As you can see, got a similar design. But this one definitely, the new one improved certain things. I mean, the front part there is Definitely a lot nicer looking, much more accurate with those pointy pieces there. The problem with this one is, of course, those stud shooters shouldn't be there. They're too inaccurate. They're too bulky. You should definitely remove them. Modify this little BARC speeder here to remove those. Of course, even the sticker here is the same, the front one here. But of course, I definitely like the handles more on this new one than this one here. And I think the upper blasters here on the upper part of the set are much nicer on the old one than the new one using those blasters. But again, the fins, the grills, everything is very similar. Even the back here is very similar in shape, as you can see. This one is probably a lot more round looking and more bulkier, which is more accurate than this one. But again, the smaller one here, the original one, is definitely much more accurate. Of course, there was also a BARC speeder released in 2014 with that Battle of Salakami set. I don't have it, I don't currently have it, but the BARC speeder on that set was very similar to the size of this one, but it had a spring-loaded shooter in here, which made it look just terrible in my opinion, which I don't like it. But again, here's the minifigure again for comparison. So in conclusion, which one out of this bunch is the better one? Obviously, I think there's no clear winner here, because in my opinion, there should be a balance between scale accuracy and detail accuracy. And definitely this one, detail-wise, is the most accurate, but scale-wise, it's not. This one is the most accurate scale-wise. And this one does include some nice details that I wish this one would include. So I think that the perfect BARC speeder, which LEGO should create in the future, should definitely be a mixed combination of these three BARC speeders, where they should have the size accuracy of this BARC speeder along with the details of this BARC speeder, with certain details such as the blasters here from this BARC speeder included as well. Definitely don't include any star shooters, don't include any spring-loaded shooters. Just include the size of this one and the details of both of these. More specifically, I prefer the details on this one. And I believe that LEGO can definitely make that. They already did it back in 2011. They definitely, I think that in the near future, if we do get more Clone Wars sets, they should work on creating a more accurate BARC speeder. But for now, this is what we have. This is good enough for me, honestly. I mean, whatever, it's a bit large, but then again, other sets, I mean, LEGO is never scale accurate with their sets. I mean, their priority is to make them playable for children, you know? But that's basically it, guys. Comment below your opinions on it. Which one is your favorite LEGO BARC speeder? And as always, guys, subscribe for more content and like the video. I'll see you in the next video, guys.